Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing this morning? I am Star-Lord New Thor 7, your planetary defense commander, and I'm feeling great, because with 7 hours left in this Save THORNEWS August fundraiser, we got about $50 to go, and I'm guessing we're going to make it. So I'm just going to plow on through and either save THORNEWS or drive this channel into the ground by making videos for the rest of the day, I think. Okay. Not even going to check. I'm just going to keep my nose to the grindstone. We're talking about one of my favorite subjects of all time, which is Planet 9. Because that way we get to talk about Planet X, Nibiru, Sedna, Eris, and the whole shebang. I may get a bit loquacious, so just bear with me. We're at Newsweek, talking about how scientists are angry about Planet 9, and it's because of Pluto. This is brought to us by Aristos Georgiou. Now let me catch you up first from a THORNEWS perspective. What happened in about 2006, Mike Brown and Chad Trujillo found Eris. And then Mike Brown crapped his pants and was like, oh my God, y'all, Eris is like 30 times the size of Pluto. This is crazy. And then there was a lot of silence. And then the IAU officially described Eris as Planet 10, which would make it Planet X. And then they changed their mind. They're like, no, we changed our mind. We've demoted Eris, and then we're demoting Pluto. And then for like the next decade or 12 years, people were so mad about the demotion of Pluto, they forgot that science discovered Eris, Sedna, Makemake, Haume, and a bunch of others. And so now, when they discover like a brand new planet every other week, they just roll out to Pluto so that people forget that they found a bunch of planets. It was almost like they demoted Pluto just to distract people from Planet 9. Or Eris. I'm sorry, Planet 9 and Eris are not technically connected, though if we look at their orbitals, they look very similar. Let me pull that up for you. Okay, how you doing? Usually I edit the videos and they're super slick and awesome, but during these end of the month fundraisers, we do the best we can. So yeah, so you got Eris and Sedna. They're all around the exact same area. So it's super fascinating, and they keep finding more planets and they keep adding them to their orbitals. But nobody ever talks about it. Like even Mike Brown himself basically never, ever talks about Eris anymore. If you want to go Google and try and find NASA videos on this amazing planet they found, NASA's made 0 videos, and NASA never talks about Eris. Nobody talks about Eris. They even made a phone case called Nobody Talks About Eris. And Eris, you know, and they haven't taken a picture of Eris with the Hubble or anything for like 12 years. See? And see, this was Eris right here. This is the picture from the Hubble that they took in 2006 or 2005. And they've never taken a picture. And I even asked people to send in letters like, please ask NASA to take another picture of Eris since it's a few astronomical units closer, but nobody's done so. So, in early 2016, scientists from the California Institute of Technology published a paper suggesting that a mysterious planet larger than the Earth could be hiding beyond the orbit of Pluto. Hold on one second. And so another cool reason to support THORNEWS is, coincidentally enough, a couple months before Mike Brown came out with the paper on Planet 9 and the orbitals, I took all the orbitals that Chad Trujillo and Scott Shepard had come up with, and then I opacityed them all together to create my own orbital. And then a few months later, Mike Brown came out with his orbital. So technically, my orbital system beat Mike Brown's orbital. So that's cool, man. That's one of the feathers in my cap. You know, people get mad and like, shouldn't be so cocky. I'm just saying. Out of the things that I've accomplished here, that was one of them, though all the credit should go to Chad Trujillo and Scott Shepard. They don't get it enough. No, Mike Brown is usually pretty decent about mentioning them. And Konstantin Batygin is a pretty cool dude. Okay. It's a mysterious planet larger than Earth that could be hiding beyond the orbit of Pluto in the farthest reaches of the solar system. And my conspiracy theory is this. Mike Brown and Constant Bedigan have found it. They know where it is, and they're slowly letting us know. Okay. This hypothetical world has come to be known as Planet 9. However, some scientists aren't happy with the term. Man, I tell you what, making scientists happy sounds like a full-time job, you know? I know, I follow a lot of them on Twitter, and they seem unhappy all the time about almost everything. No offense, I guess being a scientist is hard. However, some scientists aren't happy with the term. People get real offended by terms these days. That's why, like, if I were to meet aliens, I probably wouldn't talk much because I would hate to refer to them in a term that, you know, they didn't enjoy. Like if they were like bugs or insects, you know, what if they don't like the term bug or insect? Then you wouldn't want to get the whole planet blown up just because you didn't know the right terminology. Me, my ego's pretty solid, so you can call me what you want. You don't have to call me Star-Lord. You don't have to call me Thor. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me whatever you like. All right, I'm too good a mood, and it's making this video not as sciencey. Adopted? I was adopted. What? Hackers? Okay. The 35 signatories argue that the nickname is disrespectful to American astronomer Clyde Tombaugh, who discovered the original 9th planet. That dude is dead, man. You know? And he found Pluto. What accolades do you need? If A, your work should stand for itself. And B, the dude is dead. So there's not like they named Planet 9 Clyde Tombaugh sucks donkey turds. That definitely would have been an insult and disrespectful to Clyde Tombaugh. Wouldn't you agree? But no, they're saying this is not planet. Since Pluto got demoted, since they didn't want people to think planet Eris was planet 10. Are you keeping up? In 2006, the International Astronomical Union downgraded Pluto to a dwarf planet. Notice here they don't mention Eris at all. Eris was like the James Webb Telescope, you know, before this year, where like nobody would mention it. Well, they would mention it, they just would mention that it was a total broken, weird thing. Sparking a highly controversial debate that has yet to truly subside. We, the undersigned, wish to remind our colleagues that the IAU planet definition adopted in 2006 has been controversial and is far from universally accepted. Yeah, because they say to be a planet, you got to clear your orbit. And if Earth is still getting hit by asteroids, we haven't necessarily cleared our orbit. And technically, since we don't have any cameras out in the asteroid belt, how do we even know, man? Given this, and given the incredible accomplishment of the discovery of Pluto, the harbinger of doom, the solar system's third Kuiper belt, the solar system's third zone, the Kuiper belt, by planetary astronomer Clyde Tombaugh in 1930s, we, undersigned, believe the use of the term Planet 9 for objects beyond Pluto is insensitive to Professor Tombaugh's legacy. Whatever, take the stick out of your butt, man. Why don't you come down from your ivory tower and hang out with us peasants sometime? You know? The scientists, who are unnamed, of course, go on to argue that the term should be discontinued in favor of culturally and taxonomically neutral terms for such planets. Like Planet X, Planet Next, or Giant Planet 5. And let me say this. I don't want to pick on you scientists since you're a giant body who has billions of dollars of funding, but technically your egos are really fragile and weak sometimes. But, you know, it's really not that important, and you guys shouldn't be so sensitive. Not that many people even pay that much attention, you know? In taxonomically neutral terms, what are you even talking about, nerd? I'm the king of the dorks, the nerds, and the geeks, so don't take it personally. Pluto's status began to... And why don't you guys take another picture of Eris? Whatever. Pluto's status began to be questioned in the early 90s, following the discovery of several similarly sized objects in the Kuiper belt. a ring of bodies that orbit the sun, extending from the path of Neptune at 30 astronomical units to the distance of 50 astronomical units from the star. Oh my God, they mentioned Eris! The discovery of Eris, a dwarf planet that is 27% more massive than Pluto, prompted the IAU to formally define the term planet in 2006, stating that an object had to meet 3 conditions to be defined as such. This definition stated that the object must orbit around the sun, be massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, hydrostatic equilibrium. And dudes, if you ever want to turn a lady on, just throw hydrostatic equilibrium into the conversation. You know? Like if they're like, oh, do you like basketball? Be like, yeah, baby, I love any sport where the centerpiece has achieved hydrostatic equilibrium. Okay. It's cleared. Okay. It's be rounded by its own gravity and have cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Pluto fails to meet the last condition, leading to its declassification. While some supported the decision, there was strong resistance amongst the astronomical community, with many scientists criticizing the quality of the definition. I guess 97% of scientists don't agree that this thing should be called Planet 9. One argument put forward by American planetary scientist Alan Stern. I like Alan. Alan's cool. One of the signatories on the latest letter states that, under his definition, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune would all be declassified as they share their orbits with asteroids. See, Alan and I agree. The hypothetical planet in question has not been directly observed. Instead, scientists have predicted its existence based on the strange, unexplained orbits of a handful of distant, icy worlds located beyond the orbit of Neptune, known as trans-Neptunian objects. This group of TNOs are clustered together in a way that is extremely unlikely to have occurred by chance, indicating that the presence of the planet-sized object influencing their orbit through its gravitational pull, so the theory goes. Since they were proposed, scientists around the world have scrambled to investigate the predictions. The planet has remained elusive. All right. Well, so that article was just scientists are pissed? I didn't know that when I read it. Okay. Well, okay, so yeah, that was fun and exciting. Asterisk, who knows? Maybe that was my worst video ever. I'm thinking there's a chance I will get to there. You know, knowing that I'm just going to make videos all day. Asterisk? Who knows? Life is so weird. Yeah, I made a lot of really good edited Planet 9 videos. You should check those out. See, these are all THORNEWS. Planet 9. Yep. I'm on Planet 9. It's probably the boring bad part of the video. You can click off now if you want. You can click off anytime. See, I've made a lot of videos. What is the planet? Astronomers. Yep. Wow. See, I have made quite a few. I like this subject. Yeah, once again, thanks to Scott Shepard and Chad Trujillo and their fantastic and awesome wives, and even Mike Brown, who I joke about a lot, but I like the guy, and Konstantin Badigan, and all fantastic astronomers out there looking for the cool and unexplained in the sky. So, this concludes another fantastic THORNEWS episode, and I will leave a PayPal link in the box of the information thingy if you do want to contribute and keep THORNEWS up and running. And I got a funny feeling that we're going to be doing this for a whole nother month. Whole nother month of wacky weather. Man, I miss doing space videos. They're fun. I get to tell jokes and stuff. And maybe if I keep telling jokes, my sense of humor will return. But once again, I want to tell you guys, I'm extremely grateful and very happy to be in this ship with you guys. To be able to make videos all day, every day is like a lifelong dream. Although I really wish I wasn't making videos about doomy freaking weather that's tearing up infrastructure all day, every day. And that's why I wish personally, selfishly, the weather would calm down just so I could get back to making some fun science videos. I will do my best to mix it up a bit. Okay? You guys stay cool, and once again, thank you so much. I feel like the luckiest, most blessed person on the planet. Sometimes I let the haters get to me, but it's you guys, your love and your support that keeps me going every day through the death threats, the trolls, and just the shit sandwiches that life feeds me by trying to unite the people and set Olympic records at being cool. Although the Cool Runnings guys are hard to beat. All right, peace out. God bless everyone.